All right, we're back. Part 2. My Miles with a camera. Josh over here to my right. Had to take a quick break. But speaking of video games, I don't really think there's anything good out. Like realistically, like what's the next game? Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm hyped for that. To be honest.
I don't know. I'm not excited for anything. You're right.
Yeah, I'm just replaying old games.
Yeah. I mean, they were good back in the day. Now you have to wait 6 months for them to fix it. And then another year on top of that.
Yeah, so now Horizon Forbidden West is finally probably all up to date.
All right.
I'm surprised that isn't free yet.
No, it's too soon.
Too soon. It's been over a year.
Exclusive.
It's been about a year.
I'd say another year before that's remotely free.
So, guess we'll see. But speaking of PlayStation exclusive, The Last of Us, 3 episodes in. You're not happy?
It's a good show if it wasn't The Last of Us. In comparison, the writing in the game is leagues better. Period.
I do think
you can love that third episode all you want. It doesn't matter. That ending, the way it ends, is nowhere near as good as the way it is in the game. It's completely different. Bill's a completely different character, almost completely different. Bill's almost likable in that show. He is not likable whatsoever in the game. He's the most difficult person to be around. That's the whole point. Whatever.
I mean, like,
whatever.
It is what it is. The only thing that did make me mad was
it's slow as fuck.
The test thing.
Which
like
part?
They should have built up test like way more, so that way when she died, it has a bigger impact.
The problem is the impact. They fucked it up. They changed the writing again for whatever reason. Tess isn't as built up in the game either, in my opinion. She's just kind of there, right? You just do the tutorial with her, basically. But in the game, when she's about to die, she says, there has to be enough here for you to just shut up. There has to be enough between us for you to just do this one favor for me. That's exactly what she should have said again. So that you show that there is a relationship between, like a physical one, between Joel and old girl. And he's basically doing the one thing he definitely does not and has been against doing for Tess. That's what should have happened. That never happened. And they're going to go find Tommy. In the game, he hasn't talked to Tommy in years.
Yeah, and here, Tommy's missing.
He wants to go.
And he wants to
find
go
him.
find him.
They've been humanizing the fuck out of Joel. Joel's a fucking psychopath, cold-blooded killer in that fucking game. I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you the ending is not going to be the way it is in the game. And I'm going to be fucking livid.
You think he's going to tell her?
Yeah, but I don't think... So have you noticed that Ellie in the show is kind of like a psychopath? Like she was happy when Joel beat the shit out of that guy. And she's like a little like... she fucking like was ready to kill the zombie or whatever when she killed it. She had like this stupid face on her face. Like that's the complete opposite of Ellie in the game. Like she's a kid. She just has a smart fucking mouth. That's it. And she's like, I mean, she's just a survivor at the end of the day. But she's like all for, and in episode 3, she's like, I don't want you to think I'm apologizing. All she did in the game was apologize for Tess. So why did they change that? Why? For what?
I don't know, but it seems like it's only going to be 2 seasons because
this first season's the first game. They weren't even planning on doing the second season until they saw whether or not the first season was going to do good. So they just officially announced that they are going to be doing the second season like last week. I'm not excited because I guarantee you what happens at the beginning of the second game isn't going to happen in season 2 with the way they were doing shit right now. Guarantee it because Pedro Pascal is too big of a
my prediction for the tape is?
Huh?
He tries to get her out and he dies trying to get her out. Prediction for the tape. Sacrifice.
How are they gonna? Okay, then how does she live then?
He dies getting her out. Like she's out, but he dies.
What about they would break the continuity for season 2?
I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. They're already breaking continuity and everything like that already.
I think what's gonna happen is he's not gonna kill all the Fireflies. Spoiler. I guess. So if you haven't played the game, well, you should play the game so you can understand that this fucking show in comparison sucks. It's a good show. Again, great episodes. Episode 3 is a great episode. But in terms of writing, in comparison, it is fucking terrible. The game is leagues better. And you have the actual person who made... The game director is a showrunner on the damn show. What is the issue here? Whatever. I think he's going to kill the doctor, who's Abby's dad. And that's it. And like he's going to kill Marlene, and he's going to kill the dad, and then he's not going to kill all the Fireflies.
And then that's it.
And then that's it. He's going to take her back to Tommy's. Well, I mean, Tommy's missing, so that means does that town even exist right now? How are they going to do that?
I don't know.
It's stupid. It's stupid. That whole first episode should have had so much more action than it did. You skipped all the shit with whatever that dude's name is, who stole their battery. Originally, it was their guns, because they don't give a fuck about anybody but themselves and making money. That's who these people are. That's the whole point. It's like they're weirdly humanizing Joel and making Ellie seem like a crazy psychopath, right? That's what it seems like it's happening. Like, I don't... Why? You're completely changing the story at this point. This is my favorite game of all time. I played the first game literally 12 times. 12 times.
I only played it once.
This is like the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Will not be playing it again.
TV wise, like, this is exactly how people feel when they read a book and then they watch a movie. I guarantee it. I've never done that because I don't fucking read books. Fuck that, it's boring. But yeah, no, I get how you guys feel now, because this sucks. This sucks for me so much. It's cool. Like, at first, the first episodes were kind of cool because it's like it just gives you extra context. That's cool. But like, still, they killed 2 zombies. 3 people died. 4, including the daughter, in 2 episodes in a zombie show. You know?
Yeah.
Episode 3, you don't see anybody die. Ellie stabs a walker, or not a walker. They're called runners in this show. Ellie stabs a runner that's laying on the floor dead, basically. Congrats. Just to show that she's becoming a psychopath for some reason. That's not who Ellie is. But yeah, I had one more thing to say about that, and I'm kind of forgetting because I'm just getting angry the more I think about it. Yeah, so this, I mean, like I said, good show if it wasn't The Last of Us. I would love it, I think, if it wasn't The Last of Us. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I played the remastered or the remake for PS5 has, I don't know if it had it like in the remastered version, but the director commentary during the cutscenes, and that's what's pissing me off the most, is that fucking I watched the director commentary with Neil Druckmann, or however you say his name, who's the game director and on the show as a showrunner, talk about the things that he did, the writing, why he did it, and then I watched this fucking show and he's basically just going back on all those fucking things that he's talking about. And it's just like, why? Like, you literally, you sat here and explained this to me in this director's commentary, and you just got rid of the whole, for what? Well, I'm just telling you, that whole third episode could have been exactly how it was. Perfectly fine. The whole love story could have been there, but the way Frank died should have been the exact same way he died in the game, which was he couldn't stand fucking Bill anymore because he's fucking crazy psycho, like fucking socially awkward dude who fucking is literally the most unfathomable person you could be around. He leaves, tries to start his own life because he can't stand Bill anymore, gets bit and hangs himself, and Bill has to find him hung. And he's like, oh, he's got bite marks here, here, and here. And then he has to find a letter saying Frank fucking hates his fucking guts and he doesn't even give a fuck, blah, blah, this other shit. Like, that hits way harder than them just fucking taking pills together and dying. Like
getting old and dying
together. Like, nah, there should have been a bad breakup there, and then Bill finding his little boyfriend fucking hung in some house. Like, that should have exactly happened. That would have been way better. That's way better. Even with that context of that entire 20-year love story, that's insanely better. That's like insanely better. Like, you got rid of all the dialogue between Bill and Ellie. That throws both of those characters into great progression. You killed off Bill. Bill didn't die. There's no reason for him to die. Skip the whole like getting a truck or a battery for the truck. And because of that, you don't get the bloater in that episode either. So that means there's going to be one bloater in the whole show, probably. No, it's in the trailer, so I'm sure it's going to be in there. But, yeah. So, the next episode is the Raiders, is when they get jumped by the bus. Again, spoilers if you haven't seen.
So hopefully that's good.
No, it won't be. I'm telling you right now. Because if they don't do the part where the bus hits the fucking truck, if that's not the first 10 minutes of the fucking episode, I'm just going to turn it off. I'm going to be honest with you. I probably won't turn it off, but I'm going to want to. And it's already going to piss me off, and I'm going to start nitpicking it. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now. That part in the game is when you find out who Joel really is. You find out Joel used to do that. That's how he knew it was a setup. So Joel used to do that shit all the time. Joel's a fucking cold-blooded, psychopathic killer. That's who he is.
Maybe I play the game again because I don't remember that.
You got to play the game again.
Maybe I got to do New Game Plus. I heard like the way you're supposed to play games is you play the game, you beat it, and try to get everything that you can. Then you play New Game Plus. Since you already got everything, you can actually pay attention to the story.
Or you could just do that the first time. What the fuck?
That's what I heard. That's
Who plays games like that?
The murmur on the streets.
No, the murmur. That's stupid as fuck. Enjoy the story for the first time. Don't go for everything the first time. That's stupid. Don't waste your time. That's like it's too much. It's too much work.
I always go for everything.
And for Last of Us, you don't have to get everything again. If you got it already the first playthrough, that second New Game Plus, you don't have to grab it again.
Right.
So
most New Game
there's
Plus.
no reason to do that. You just play it for the story the first time, for sure, without a doubt. New Game Plus, you add the little cheats in there. You get to have all the collectibles. Because Last of Us has a fuck ton of cheats in it. It's so much fun. I've been playing recently on the hardest difficulty, one-shot kill, one-shot melee, or one-hit melee, and then bullet time. So slow-mo every time I aim my weapon. Like, it's fucking fun as fuck. That's how you play New Game Plus. You don't do it. That's backwards. Don't do that shit. That is terrible. Absolutely ass. So, yeah, no. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. They meet with the black guy and his brother in that episode, or during that time frame. That's a pretty long time frame because you do that part, then you meet the brother, the two brothers, then you run away from the Humvee with the LMG on it. You fall into the river. You're in the sewers with them. You come back out of it. You're together again. And then you do the whole sequence where there's a sniper. And then spoilers again. This is just spoiler city here. Fucking the brother gets bit and he turns the next day. And then the older brother shoots him and then kills himself. I wouldn't even be surprised if they got rid of that. If this little brother doesn't get bit and he doesn't shoot him and then kill himself, what? It's HBO. Why is it so pussy? Like, why is there?
I don't know. I can't answer that for you.
I've been bitching a lot. I mean, I'm telling you, like, it's just it's baffling to see how, like, why you had all the material. The material is there. It was acted out already. You could just do it again. Do it again, man. And the whole, like, they're all connected thing, that is, like, cool, I guess, but it breaks. It's so easy to lose, like, what's it called? It's, like, easy to make plot holes for that. Because, like, why is it sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, right? So is it, like, there has to be, like, the mushrooms or the fungi growing in that area only, and if they're not in that area, it doesn't reach? Like, is that how it works? I don't know. But the parts I really liked was, I mean, the first episode was great, in my opinion. It was really good. It was a little slow, but, I mean, for people who play the game, it added a lot of context. It was really cool. The part where they're driving during, like, in the town, in the game, you get hit by a car, and that's what flips everybody over, flips you guys over. And in the game, they have that, in the show, they have that scene, and the car comes, and it stops real quick. I thought that was really cool because it was like a little ode to the gamers. Like, oh, shit, it's supposed to happen there, but it didn't. It was really cool. Actually, that was a cool little change that they did that like made sense. It was awesome. Like you got me off guard, and the plane comes and crashes. That was cool. Then it just goes downhill after that episode.
So, what you're saying is I
would say after that
watch
part it goes
watch
downhill.
the game on YouTube.
I genuinely, yeah, because I mean that game is like you have like those like talk events, right, where you press triangle, like it's not even a cutscene, and that gives you so much context. Like, just picking up letters off the floor give you context. Like, it's just nowhere near as good as the game's writing. Nowhere near, and this is perfect proof that what I've been saying for so long is that video games are the best media or form or art form, I guess, or whatever you want to say. The best way to tell a fucking story is through a video game, period. It's interactive. You can add so much to it. And this is exhibit A of why that's true. Because you can't fit anything into an hour, I guess. Even that first episode, they changed all that shit. Like the dude gets blown up basically, and Tess is free, and they don't kill him. Like Joel breaks his fucking arm, and they just fucking murder him once they find out where their guns are at because they stole their guns. Like that's who they are. You don't get none of that. You don't get any of that. And there's a whole fight scene between them and the Fireflies, which doesn't happen in the game. They get killed by the fucking military, and they don't show it. Why not? Like why not?
I guess they were just trying to speed things along, I guess.
And they said before it came out that they're going to focus more on the drama and less on the violence, but like violence adds drama. This is a world where it's violent. That's the core of the drama, is that this world is violent and you have to adapt to that. You're not even showing that. Like you're taking the core values out of this game, out of the game story. You're doing that. It sucks. I'm going to hate on it. I'm going to hate on it until it gets better. Again, I know I'm going to say this still. As long as the end happens the way it happens in the game, I will be willing to look past everything. I don't care. Whatever. Fine. It is what it is. As long as the end happens the way it's supposed to happen. If it does not happen that way, I'm going to give the show 0 out of 10. I don't care how good it is. I don't give a fuck. Because in comparison, it's terrible. It is. That third episode in comparison is fucking terrible compared to the time the stuff that you do in Bill's Town. The writing in that. The talking that happens. Like, it's just so disappointing. Like I'm not even like I don't want to shit on it. I don't. This is my favorite game of all time. Of all time. This is the game I've played 12 to 14 times. Literally, man. I don't want to hate it so bad, but they're not giving me a choice. It fucking sucks. I'm sad.
So
and I love Pedro Pascal. It's sad.
Kind of a little segue into games though. So I was reading this article. It was an article. So they made a good point. They said like Sony needs to man the fuck up. So what I'm going is that we're already on PlayStation 5 Generation 5 console, and it's been 2 years, and they still have not released a PlayStation 5 exclusive yet. Everything's still PS4 and PS5, and we're not getting the graphics that we're supposed to be getting. And they just need to just stop with the PS4 and just do PS5 games only. Like
Why?
Pretty much just.
I disagree with all of this completely.
Ramp down PS4 games.
I don't believe. What are you talking about?
They said like
what's ramped down? What are you talking about? 3 exclusive came out for PS5 already.
Only for PS5, not for PS4.
It doesn't matter. Why does that matter? It's a PlayStation exclusive, not a console exclusive.
So what his argument was?
His argument's completely fucking stupid.
No, his argument is because the PlayStation 5 hardware, when you make the game and you make it specifically for that, the graphics and the frame rate is going to be amazing. But when it
is for that. The PS4 versions of those games do not run as smoothly whatsoever.
But they'll be 10 times better because you still have to backwards engineer the game. So therefore, they're not going to put that much time into the game, into the graphics and all that stuff that they normally would.
I've played every exclusive that came out for PS5 except for Horizon Zero Dawn. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's fucking irrelevant because the games still look great. That guy's stupid. First of all, I'm not. That point is dumb. So what's the next one? That's stupid. I'm sorry to tell you. Have you played it? Have you played God of War? Ragnarok?
I haven't played Ragnarok.
Well, I'm tell you right now, that guy's a fucking idiot. He clearly didn't play the game. And if he did, I don't know what he's comparing to. PC? Like, I don't know. What are you going to compare
Is
to?
Ragnarok on PS4 as well?
Probably, because why the fuck would you get rid? So this is that first world problems right now, because the problem is PS5 just became available to everybody. They just started making it known so that everyone could just go buy one. That just happened 3 months ago. So you're telling me that why would they do that? If people don't even have access to get a PS5 yet, why the fuck would they keep you from playing the game? That is so stupid. That is the worst thing I've ever heard. That's insane. Imagine if I didn't have a PS5, I just couldn't play the new God of War because they're focused on that. They didn't even make enough consoles for me to have one, so now I can't even play the new games. Like that is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. What's the next thing that fucking idiot said?
Oh, the other thing he said, it was a list of things that they need to stop doing in 2023. That was one. The other one
that's a clickbait ass fucking video. That dude's just talking shit. Clearly, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
The other one was I don't know. I haven't played it, but he said like there's too much self-talking in games. Like for example, he said like in a Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, she talks to herself, like, way too fucking much. I'm like, I don't know if that bothers me. I haven't played it to see if, like, does she talk
to yourself, but he's talking to you
right
as the player. This guy's a fucking idiot.
He's just saying that it's too much. It's getting out of hand.
What he wants the player to be quiet. You don't want to know what to do.
No, he bring up Ragnarok. I guess, do you still have the head that's with you?
Yeah.
So I guess he says that he talks too much.
That's his character. Well. That's his character. He literally just talks too fucking much. That's the character. This dude's a fucking idiot.
And then, like, I guess his biggest complaint was, I guess when Kratos goes on, when Kratos goes on fire, like he says it every time. Oh my God, you're on fire or something like that. I don't know. I haven't played either of those games, so I can't tell you if it's too much or too little. But that was his argument. Like,
you also gotta remember all these games, especially now, Ragnarok and Last of Us are extremely accessible. So people who can't see. People who are deaf can play the fucking game. So he's probably keeps saying, oh my God, you're on fire every time you're on fire. So the person who's fucking blind can play the fucking game.
How can a blind person play a game?
They have the accessibilities to do that.
That's weird.
They won the award for best accessibility. Have you seen the Last of Us remake accessibility options? They're fucking insane. Like with any disability you have, basically, you can play that fucking game.
That's awesome. That's great. Like for. That's.
That guy's bitching about a bunch of shit he knows nothing about. This is just a dude who saw a game, played it, and just can't. Yeah, I'm a bitch about this. Now I gotta hear about it. Fucking whoever this guy is, go dislike his fucking video. Don't even watch it. Just dislike it.
Just click dislike and leave.
Don't watch it. Just click dislike, leave. Fuck that guy. That guy's an idiot, man. What else? Did he say anything else that you remember? Fuck him. He's an idiot.
Oh, what? I thought this was a good point, though. I thought this is definitely a good point.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying that Switch needs to hurry up and come up with a Switch version 2 because Switch has been out for a while. And like a lot of the games are glitching, like even new games and old games are glitching, and they just need to up their frame rate, up everything. Like don't come out with a totally new console.
It's a small ass thing though. You're asking for a lot from a very small device.
Come up with like a version 2. I kind of agree with that. Like
the technology might not be there yet. I don't know. And if it is, Nintendo's doing great, so they don't have to do shit.
No, but if you think about it, the Switch, they released that OLED screen.
How long ago was that?
But remember, they said it's not worth it.
Has it even been 6 years yet?
Oh, I think so, definitely. I think it's been like 7 plus.
I don't know. I have a Switch, and I never have any problems with it.
I mean, I don't play it. I don't have one either.
I rarely play it.
Okay, it's
like VR. You get it. It's so much fun. You rarely play it. And then when you play it again, it's so much fun. But then you rarely play it.
Oh, speaking of which, VR. So, you know that Star Wars game? They stopped supporting it.
Which one? The VR Star Wars?
Yeah.
They did?
Mm-hmm. So pretty much, like, if you had it downloaded, like, you can still play it. But if you never had it downloaded.
Why? It's supposed to be coming out for PlayStation VR too.
No, but, like, the Jedi challenges. But they're coming out.
Oh, you're talking about the AR. You're talking about something completely different, man. That's AR, not VR. You're talking about the one that you could get at Best Buy?
Yeah.
In the box? No, that's AR.
Yeah. So if you buy it, like you're kind of SOL.
Right.
Which sucks, man, because that was pretty
Well, the
cool.
VR it's the exact same thing as that. If you've played it, probably not.
I haven't
but
played it, no.
It's the exact same thing, but better because it's in the game instead of, I don't think there's I guess there's not really duels in it. There's like a section of like training where you'll block stuff and hit it, and then there's like a little lightsaber that you block as well. So that would be that.
The only thing that bothered me is you need an iPhone 10 or lower because
Right.
our phones are too big. Actually, got a spare iPhone just so I can like play that again.
Yeah.
But I haven't.
That's how it goes. They're not. That's why. That's the problem. I think that's why VR isn't taking off. It's just. I feel like it's just too much to do, and I feel like people get off work, right? You want to play games. You want to sit down and relax. I mean, you can sit down and relax and play VR, but like you want to stand up and be interactive with it, right? So I think that's like the biggest. It's just everybody's lazy. That's true. Everybody's just lazy. So
that's the one thing about like I don't know. You're right because I don't want to just put the headset on, do this, and you got to make sure the room's clear. My fucking dogs. I'm gonna trip over the dogs for playing this game.
It's true. That's the hardest part. You need to have space as well.
And like it's just kind of like, all right, how fun can this be for like an hour or so? Like now I'm tired and I'm done. Or like a game, especially like COD, or you just fucking turn your brain off and
yeah,
you don't have to worry about ducking or running or
fair.
Doing anything like that. But I don't know. VR is not for me. Like I'll do it once in a while, but I don't think like, yeah, I'm gonna play this every day.
True. I'm not playing that every day. It dies too quick too. So there's that.
Yeah.
But that's the game. Games of the last 3 months, I guess.
So news topics, some news. News topic. China. I heard China sent a balloon over the Pentagon to spy on us.
It doesn't over the Pentagon. It's like in the north of the country, I'm pretty sure still. But
like, what was the balloon doing? Just taking pictures?
That's what everybody's wondering. What the fuck? That's why they haven't shot it down, because it has no tactical advantage.
But like, how do they know it's from China?
Debris.
This guy like the China.
It came from China. I'm sure they've been monitoring it since it left. I'm sure they're just addressing it because people are taking pictures of it. Like, what the fuck is that?
What if it was just like, oh shit, fucking balloon?
I'm fucking dead. I don't know. They're probably trying to see how long it takes to get over here.
Fucking
via balloon. Maybe they got balloons. Maybe they're new balloons.
A balloon with the big China flag on it. And it's like, yeah, we good.
Yeah, apparently China claimed that it's like a civilian one that went out of took the wrong turn, I guess. Took the wrong turn to America, and it's just doing meteorology basically. I don't believe that shit.
I don't know. I don't believe that.
They've been caught multiple times.
Lying.
I mean, not only lying, but spying on us. Like, they've been hacking our cell towers and shit, trying to get into like secret information and shit. Like, we've been catching them multiple times doing shit like that. And so it's been very rampant lately. So,
and I watched the show Chernobyl. I don't know if you've seen it. It was an HBO show, and it's only 5 episodes. It's basically about like the Chernobyl accident that happened. So, did you know, like, to this day, Russia or the Soviet Union said only 31 people died?
Really? I'm fucking dead.
Like, I like all the fallout, cancer, and all that. Yeah, only 31 people died. Like, I'm like, that's what fucking China does now. Like, with COVID, like, how many people died of COVID? 2.
2, yeah. And they have like a giant problem right now too, and they're still like hiding that shit. That shit's insane.
Yeah, and like the whole premise of the show was like, a scientist told them like Chernobyl was gonna blow up because there was a flaw in the mechanics of it, and then it fucking blew up, right? And then like when they went to court and everything like that, like the guy had to testify, and then the KGB told him like, you can't say like there was a flaw in the thing. Like, here's like basically a script that we want you to say.
Wow.
And he went off script. He went off script and said it. They didn't kill him. They just pretty much said like, you're gonna be a scientist, but you're not going to be credited for any of your work from now on. Like, this person's going to get credit and shit like that. But, like, all this shit, like, they were saying in the show is their power is with the rest of the world thinking that they have this much power. They can't admit, like, at first, like, they can't admit that the tower, the Chernobyl blew up.
Right.
They can't admit that because then that'll make them look weak. And it's like all these lie after lie after lie. It's like, man. And then like they had to clean up the mess.
Right.
Right? So like they fucking hired miners and it was like, yeah, we'll pay you like $2,000, like equivalent of $2,000, like rubles. And this like, and they just did it. Like the fucking, and it's like, you don't do it, we'll shoot you.
Be like that.
It's fucking, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Like,
it's evident now though how weak Russia actually is. They can't fucking take Ukraine.
I just can't believe all the shit that they were doing. The fucking miners were working naked because they were so hot and they needed fans and stuff like that. And they were like, well, you can't use fans because the fucking air is toxic. And then like the head miner guy was like, you know, I know what's going on here. Like our all of our families gonna be taken care of. And the one guy's like, I don't know. He said it just like that. I don't know.
I don't know. That sounds like Russia to me. You want to go there?
Man, I just want to see the Red Square. I want to go to Chernobyl. I heard you can go there without any equipment.
I'm good. Yeah, you heard. You just said about all the lies they were just telling. He heard something that Russia said. Yeah, it's definitely the truth.
Man,
it's just like when Putin said, I'm going to nuke everybody for every day for 6 months in a row and just didn't do it.
That's because he's scared.
It's because, like you just said, their power isn't everyone thinking.
But they have
their power. I mean, they do have the biggest nukes in the world, but
we don't even know if it's true. They could be lying.
They could be lying. They have that one nuke though, where it's like 6 of them, right? Like 6 different warheads. It shoots like into the atmosphere or whatever, and it has 6 different targets. You can shoot all of them.
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't understand that. Even like I remember back in the day. I feel like the same concept with nukes. It's like, well, I got a bigger gun than you. It don't matter. Whoever shoots first, I can have the smaller gun. But I guess if I shoot first, it don't matter how big your gun is because you're dead.
Well, they're gonna shoot it too at the same time.
No, I get what you're saying, but like, oh, we got nukes that like have 6 times the power of Hiroshima. Yeah, well, I got 5 times the power, and it don't matter because you're still dead.
Yeah, it's true.
Like it's like, well, yeah, well, I got one that's 7 times. I'm gonna make one that's 8 times. It don't matter. It could just be one time.
I think it's like they're testing that shit. You know, that's what sucks is you're destroying everything still. Even though nobody's there, but still you're still destroying those areas. But yeah.
Can you even still go to Hiroshima or you can't?
Yeah, you can. You can get the sand from over there.
When it's radioactive?
No. I don't think so. You can only go there for military though. They like some people were allowed to go on my last deployment. Oh,
would you take some sand from there?
Yeah, I would.
Put it in the bottle?
Yeah, it's in like a little bottle like that.
I wouldn't trust it. Like I gotta know actually somebody who actually like physically got it, not like I got it from a dude who do.
No, yeah, they go there and get it. Like
no, like like buy it off eBay.
Yeah, why would you buy it?
I don't trust you.
It's black sand too, so.
It's ash.
Fair. Well.
Yeah. I don't know.
It is what it is.
Was it China was the one who also created the robot, but like it's slow as fuck and can't even walk downstairs?
I don't know what you're talking
they
about.
Were like fucking Skynet's coming and they fucking just run up the stairs.
I'm fucking dead. I'm crying. No idea. I ain't never seen that. Probably. Wouldn't put it past him.
That's all I had. Any questions you get?
No, I didn't have any questions, but I did finally see Black Adam.
Did you like it?
It was bad, but I liked The Rock, so I enjoyed it.
He's all quiet now.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty big fallout from that.
He's blaming WB.
I mean, that is their fault, though. James Gunn even blamed them. They basically dicked around Superman. He said it. He said it the other day. He's like, yeah, he was never fired, but he just wasn't. He was never hired either. He got dicked around. He basically said they got dicked around by the last people who were in charge. He didn't say WB. He said the last people who were in charge, which is what happened, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure they just did it so that people would go watch Black Adam. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for The Rock.
Well, The Rock wasn't wrong. This resets the power or whatever. It did. His movie did so bad that they're starting over, and they gave it to James Gunn. So I mean, he did what he said he was going to do. He didn't lie. It might not be with him, but he didn't lie. So
that's like what Tupac said. Said he goes like, I can't tell you I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee I will spark the mind that changed the world.
Right. So thanks, Rock. You did it finally.
I hope James Gunn does good. I have no hate against James
everything
Gunn.
he's done for DC, phenomenal.
Already done 2,
And it's great.
Yeah, but that means Peacemaker and all that's getting rebooted too.
Why?
Because remember, Justice League's in it at the end.
Justice League's in what?
In Peacemaker.
Okay, but
So that's all scrapped and rebooted. Because Flash and Aquaman are in it.
Why can't you just say, "Hey, remember that end cutscene? Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. It's not canon."
Because they're trying to do. I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to go with the super young cast. Because that's
To
why
keep
they're
them
not
on there for a while?
That's not why. Yeah, that's why like Henry
Right, it's
Cavill's is too old because they want 10 years from now to be where Henry Cavill's at today.
Right.
So 10 years from now, Henry Cavill will be old as fuck. Like.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get me wrong. Like they do have Superman's a different Earth. There's KC Superman, which is old man Superman. So Henry Cavill can come back as old man Superman.
I think Henry Cavill is too good of an actor to just
I just feel bad that he gave up The Witcher. And
well, that's a different story for a different time. But they've been fucking up that show completely. So and Henry Cavill's a fucking nerd, so he didn't appreciate that shit at all. So I think that was kind of his excuse to get out of the show. Regardless, I don't think Henry Cavill has any remorse or any second thoughts about leaving that.
about like, damn, I should have stayed.
Yeah. And he's doing a new show already with for Warhammer, that game Warhammer or whatever about that. So
He was really good in Mission Impossible.
I haven't seen it yet. I have to watch that. I'm gonna rewatch all the Mission Impossibles honestly.
The last 3 are phenomenal. The first 3 are meh.
The first one is a cinematic masterpiece.
I
literally studied the first film in cinematography classes.
I didn't like the first one. Second
It's
one
great.
I love.
It's phenomenal. The
Loved
cinematography is insane.
The third one is.
Third one, I love the third
Right.
one. That's one of
No.
my favorites.
Do you love her?
Yeah, he loves her.
Do you want to marry her? Like that dude ain't fooling nobody.
He fooling somebody. Me, 10-year-old. I don't know when that movie came out. I was pretty young. That's probably why I like it. That was like the first Mission Impossible I'm pretty sure I saw. Consciously. I'm pretty sure I saw the second one. Did not watch the first one yet.
It's a J.J. Abrams one.
It's good. We like J.J. Abrams. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with J.J. Abrams? Absolutely fucking nothing. I don't know. What's a bad movie from J.J. Abrams?
Star Wars.
I still enjoyed. All the Star Wars movies are bad. All of them. Stop saying that.
Star Trek.
Which one? The first one?
He did the first 3.
I didn't watch the second or third one. I don't think.
He's like, it's not Khan. It's not Khan. It's Khan.
Well, he's trying to keep it a secret.
It's not Khan. It's Khan.
I'm fucking dead. I don't know, man. I'm not hating. Again, movies are you already know how I feel about movies. I don't care. I'll watch a bad movie. It's only 2 hours of my life. I will not watch a bad show. That's 8 hours of my life, at least. So I'm putting up with The Last of Us. This is my favorite, and I have hope. That's the name of the game for that show, for that game. That's the whole thing, is to have hope. And Joel is so not anti-hope, and the person that gives him hope is Ellie. And you're supposed to see that crazy transition between Joel being a freaking crazy, closed-off psychopath killer to a loving father once again. And guess what we're not getting? Any of that context. We should have had so much of that context already in the first 3 episodes. That by the 3rd episode, he's warming up to her. He is warming up to her in the show, but like you never see like genuine distaste for having her around. Just in the first episode, I don't want to take her. I don't want to take her. Yeah, no shit, you don't want to take her. What the fuck? No one wants to take her. That's why you're doing it. So yeah, dude, I could go on for hours about that. Just everything wrong. Dude, it's so disappointing, man. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
It'd be like that sometimes, I guess.
It really do, because it's good. Dude, there's so many people who are never gonna play the game, and they think that they think this show was good. They're gonna be fucking absolutely blown away by that game. And if they ever find out what happens in the second game or in season 2, they're gonna be fucking livid, as everyone else was when they got leaked. So like, it's such a good. This is my favorite story of all time.
I'll wait until it's free, then I'll play it.
The second one.
Mm-hmm. It's not.
It should be
been
free
yet.
pretty
Nope.
soon.
The
Probably another
one in between is free.
What in between?
Like it takes place in between part 1 and part 2.
There is no in between.
Yeah, there is.
Nope, there is not. You're talking about when Ellie gets bit before the first one.
Is it the before the first? There's a game that's free and it's supposed to be like.
There's an add-on from the first game that's before the first game, and it's when Ellie gets bit in the mall, which is in the show.
Oh,
That's how you find out Ellie's gay to begin with. Before the second game.
spoilers.
If you couldn't tell. I don't care, man. I don't care. Fuck you guys. All right.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hopefully we start doing this again regularly. Peace.
Peace.